Hello everyone, this is a Greyshot 117 here, and I'm bringing you a CH2 replay brought to you by the way, I skipped this part now, Fizze, sure, and his friend Jank. This is a 2v2 with rails and metal, and if I sound a little different, I want to explain myself. I have a brand new mic. My last one, my blue snowball, unfortunately broke. The handle broke on it, so I had to get a new one. So I figured I'd snag a deal, which I think is still on Amazon right now. You can check it out. I'm not endorsing them. I'm just saying, where I got a Blue Yeti with also that came with for an extra $10 Assassin's Creed Origins for PC. I'm gonna flip that on Max and enjoy it later. But in any case, I figure I could get a new mic, a professional mic that's actually good for podcasting and such. Maybe hints for future things on Jagdpanzers. We shall see. In any case, what is going to happen? I essentially commentate, so a commentating type mic works better than a snowball. I have to wait for a couple other parts to come in for my movable mic setup, but hopefully this sounds awesome. I did some test runs, but yeah, I'm very excited about this mic. It looks gorgeous, by the way. I'm very, very happy I got it. In any case, let's get to it, shall we? It's 2v2 Rails and Metal. I haven't seen this map in a while. Very happy Fitzy sent that in, so thank you very much. MG opening fire on this Volk squad, suppressing them even though they're in heavy cover. Nice idea with the Storm Pioneers, but they have so many men with the British infantry, they're going to push you back. It's kind of obvious, not obvious, but it's it's just not that effective. Though, nice attempt from coming on this side with very few windows, so you can do a better job. I find it funny that they got out of the building as they were still doing decently effective. You really gonna lose that unit? Oh my god. Oh, by the way, nice MG. Nice, almost takes out the unit. I like how he had to switch sides to take out that Stern Pioneer squad, causing so much havoc. Penal squad's coming up to help. Looks like he went with special rifle, so we can get some heavy infantry. Maybe a sniper team, possibly? Possibly? Maybe? No? Maybe a scout car? We'll see. Fitzy, what do you got? Multiple Volk squads taking over the full right-hand side. This map is very interesting. Lots of heavy cover in mid, and actually the two left and right sides have huge wide-open territory. With heavy cover here, it's very hard to really push from this hill, though the hill is a nice strategic point to at least like hold up on for an offensive. Where on the right, there's just a lot of cover. But again, you got some heavy cover over here to hold. Now, I also, before I get too far in this, just watched a show that was so comedically terrible, so atrocious, so incredible how it's like, I want to be I want a network show that's like The Walking Dead or USA's, what's that alien show? Falling Skies on TNT, or, what is it? I'm trying to think of the name. It's the Invasion show on USA. I'll think of it later. But anyway, it's something like that. It's called The Mist. And you know what's so sad? It has no monsters in it. It's so freaking terrible in the writing and plot development. It's I may do an episode. I may do my thoughts on it. It's so bad. It's incredibly bad. It's amazing. Anyway, this assault not as bad actually. Nice attempt. Heavy cover. Move up with the Stern Pioneers to jump across. Penal squad's holding their own though, and a lot of squads just firing all sides. Unfortunately, they're just being hit by this MG with that vet, so increase its range. But yeah, pinning all these guys and making that offensive not that great. But yeah, I mean, he has, that being said, this huge swath of territory, so I can't say that his offensive was ill-gained. He got a lot of territory, and that offensive was, I'm assuming, just to hold the allies back and help his ally out, which is currently moving up additional forces, and at least he has enough Volk squads where even though that offensive failed, he still has enough to hold all the territory he's so far gained. All this MG is still causing a lot of havoc, though it is only 2 men now, so enough firepower and they will do something. Anyway, wow, look at that range. Poor Volk squads. Yeah, so an example would be the, oh boy, yeah, I don't recommend that show. It's right now on Netflix. Don't watch it. If you want to watch the first episode, just see how bad it is, watch the first one. But an example would be the Mist going, it takes 2 days for the Mist, which is this entity that kills people. It takes 2 days to go 14 miles. Just think about that for a second. 14 miles for this prevalent. Essentially, and it's like everyone in the entire season is like, how do we escape? How do we escape? I'm just like, fucking walk in a box and you'll be fine. And yeah, I think about every situation, which is great about this game, because again, I can see a lot of a huge push for a great frontline assault from FitzJ, going to lead to an epic win. And in that series, I'm like bashing my head on the table, like, you guys are all idiots. Like, seriously, idiots. Anyway, let's get to this game, shall we? A lot of British infantry. Are you gonna do the upgrade or not? Not really. You are doing some smart moves. I think. Nope. Actually, no medics. Any medics? No medics to heal. Okay, that would be... Oh, I'm sorry, you do. You do have a medic. You do have a mech squad, so you can heal your infantry. Really smart. Again, make sure your guys have full health. Soviets currently have a flamethrower unit to help with buildings, and lots of penals to help with both heavy infantry and also AT rifles eventually, I assume. No munition caches on the Allied side. You can't really do it for the OKWS. They can't put it down. Issue with their faction. Only a Wehrmacht can actually put down fuel caches and munitions caches in general. Nice job. Large infantry assault. Push them back. Start pioneers rushing the building. Like, hey, we're holding this. I do like how the British is essentially like, yeah, we'll supply the MGs. They have one on the right. The one on the left got finally broke. But he did rush up British infantry to hold. But again, these guys now have flame grenades, so they can just throw a fire grenade in and push my building. So that building is no longer the fortress it used to be. Now, both went medical, which is good for keeping the front line occupied with your forces longer and for and quicker. Because again, you could put in, of course, the field medics to heal your infantry, which makes them last longer. But with the medical's retreat ability, you allow them to retreat at half the distance and come back. That seriously is a huge advantage over the Allies. I mean, I would say for right now, because they can't do that. The British can eventually, but they don't have the upgrade. Unfortunately, that flamethrower is going to push those guys out of cover. The poor son of a gun just catching fire. A lot of Volkswagens coming around the flank. This MG is facing the wrong way. It's like, I love how the British guns are like, oh my god, the Germans! And the MG's like, wait, where? Where are they again? I don't know. Anyway, with those SCG-44s, they are destroying the Allies. Oh my god, is that guy going to die? He probably will. Oh, there he goes. His fuel tank did explode, though, but he did die. Anyway, Volk squad pushing up the hill. Gonna overwhelm some penal squads. They do have an advantage in heavy cover, but there's just so many of them. Plus, they can throw fire grenades. Nice job, retreat that unit, but keep the rest there. I hate when everyone's just too... Okay, one of my units is down. Mass retreat, go! I do, and again, I like how these guys are playing to their cover advantage as well. Very nice. Anyway, unfortunately, these guys are coming back. You're going to use that heavy cover to surround them. They could probably cap the point, but they're not going to win now. There's just too much infantry. I would retreat, actually, at this moment, so you can retreat. Okay, nice job. You're keeping that guy there so they focus on him and not these guys. So, okay, now would be the time to retreat. Oh, boy. I think he's going to be okay. Wow, okay. Just pick him off randomly. I didn't even hear a shot when that guy died. Maybe it was just one of those, oh, I got shot. Oh, I just realized I was shot. Drop dead. Unfortunately, they just realized where the guy is, so he's going to need to quickly heal his guys before they die from a couple penal shots. Nice job, pull the men back so they don't get shot and instantly killed. Unfortunately, these penal squads will probably be massacred because, again, they'll be... Volk squads can instantly heal and bring themselves up to the front line. Walter got... It's weird. This doctrine has guards rifle, but pretty much a lot of people don't use those. I mean, now he will. But remember, those guards... I'm sorry, he had guard troops moving up. I'm thinking penals. The guard troops are fine with those... what are these things? The light machine guns. Jesus Christ. How many replays have I done? And I forgot the name. Anyway, the DP light machine guns are very effective against armor. But a lot of people don't use guards because they feel that the penal troops just took their place. They're only 60 manpower cheaper, and you have satchels. I mean, the guards rifle can button vehicles and keep them there longer. And they're actually good with comboing with penals because you freeze the armor tank, then you can get close and throw the satchel on it and literally pin it so your PTRS rifles and your light machine guns can destroy it. But yeah, it's a lot of people just for some reason don't like using these, but we'll see. Walter could use them effectively. Plus, you get to bring in a heavy mortar to clear the infantry and some T-30-45s, and you got yourself a good combo right there. Speaking of which, more heavy infantry. Actually, nice job with the AT gun. Have that on standby just in case you got some light armor. British, let's see, are you going to bring out light armor? No, you just rushed for company command post. Soviet, though, is going for the Tinkoria battalion, so maybe we'll see that. Some light armor. I doubt it. most likely he's just going to rush up for the to get T-30-45s, if I had to make the assumption. And then Ray out will most likely bring out some armored, like a Cromwell or a Centaur, to help out in the meantime. But right now, Allies not doing all that bad. They're actually pushing the Axis down quite a bit. Even though the Axis have gathered a lot of territory, it's those victory caps. It's those victory points, man. As long as you hold those, it doesn't matter how many fuel points and munition caps you have, you're going to do well. Though the Allies currently have both munition captures. So with those caps pretty much under their control, be doing pretty good. Oh, real quick, I do want to say something. The Myst TV show is a piece of crap. I highly recommend the Myst black and white version. The 2007 film, the black and white. You will not regret it. It's if you want to see a superior version of the Myst with actually a hell of an ending, I highly recommend it. Now, speaking of endings, I think the supply truck may be meeting its grisly demise because, well, yeah. So he set up, not a bad idea, not a terrible idea up on top of the hill. But unfortunately, this truck is being set up while these troops are literally have nothing stopping them from just rushing up hanging with PTR's rifles. This thing probably has another 20 seconds, which is why he's keeping those troops there. He needs to hold them back as long as possible. But it's half done, and now troops with more than enough capabilities to own it and open fire on it can. Luckily, this MG got in sight, suppressing them. And really surprised that they didn't really try to focus us sooner. Volk squads rushing in to help out that command post. Stern Pioneers coming in, heal it. Very nice job. Again, you can actually see how much damage it took because they're healing it now. Those guys just fired for a couple seconds. So nice job with those Sturms, get that building healed. And now the Germans have a great defensive position on the hill, and they should be able to hold it quite effectively. So we'll see. With that Panzer headquarters, can hold back light vehicles, infantry, etc. So very nice job holding this points, and that should allow them to control the star and a vital, just normal cap point. So very nicely done. Volk squad's rushing up. British infantry, funny enough, not using the heavy cover, but instead using some medium cover. Throw the fire grenade, pushing them back further, and the Volk squads use the heavy cover as their defensive line to hold and push back. Actually, the British. You know, the British actually doing what I thought they would do. They're grabbing a Centaur, and it's actually not a terrible idea. Right now, you just saw the Germans put down a Panzer headquarters, so you know the Panther's coming. You know a Panzer IV or something bad is coming. So you need to counterattack quickly. Now that all of these doctrines, if I had to pick one, Royal Artillery would be what I want to do. Why? Very simple. You want to go, then airburst, and then you want to constantly use that concentration barrage here. Then you use the Centaur and launch a massive assault. And if you can take out that Panzer headquarters, you can neutralize the German armor, and you can stop them from bringing up armor that could really counteract the Centaur. Right now, Fitzay is at least 2 minutes. 2-minute countdown away from getting a Panzer IV developed, and probably 3 from getting it deployed. And then another 5 minutes from getting a Panther at its current, well, 4 minutes from getting a Panther at its current rate. Anyway, British artillery current raining down. Not really hitting any major targets, though. It did scatter and push back the Volk squads. Volk squads still, though, capturing mid, capturing another point, allowing them to gain a lead over the Allies. Allies, though, bring it up at their Centaur, kind of deal with this. But once again, it's an issue of, okay, well, that's great. We're pushing it back. I also I assume this guy's placing mines, which I think that's the first mine I've seen. I hope he's placed more, which, nice job if you are. Not a bad location. Most likely this is going to be a point which armor could come through, so good idea. I love all these spilt chemicals, too. That would be awesome if, that was just all gasoline, now just catch fire. And it was just always on fire. Like a goddamn inferno. Would be awesome. Anyway, so Centaur rolling on up. Once again. Oh, we have a Jagdpanzer. Cheaper, but again, very effective at holding back armor. Not great for offensives, but good for defensive gameplay. And right now, that's what you want. You want a defensive tank that can hold back enemy armored forces. It's not great against these, troops with PTRS rifles, and that's a lot of Soviet. But again, you don't have to be. Right now, you have a very good offensive line with all these Volk squads. Both Axis are doing great with all the Volk squads. However, Rayout has a lot of manpower saved up, and right now, he's still holding them off. And the Soviet players just bringing up a lot of penals and guards, which can effectively hold them off at longer ranges. Though, in this heavy cover scenario at a medium to closer range, yeah, the penals will and the guards will have a harder time. Both squads, we can see, pushing in mid. Gonna recap that point. MG, though, stationed and ready to suppress. It's gonna be a slaughter. Oh, boy. Suppressing all those Volk squads gonna push them right on back. MG trying to suppress those penal squads. Guard troops capturing the point, the vital fuel source. The Axis currently have that. That's another thing that this Panzer Corps is guarding. It's guarding their fuel. Right now, the Allies do not have a fuel, so the Axis currently have an advantage in both fuel and munitions. They need this point and they need this star. They need to actually control this whole area if they want to actually win. That or actually start putting down some more fuel and munition points. Remember, they have the fuel points to kind of help them out. But yeah, they need to really start gaining some territory back. Or putting down some more munition caches would actually be kind of helpful to upgrade your troops. But that's just me. We have a Jagdpanzer coming over, and he's actually trying to help out his ally over here. We also have another Jagdpanzer being developed by Jank. Again, both of them are playing it smart. Though I do feel like the Jagdpanzer double team could be a little bit of a catch-22, because while it's great for defensive anti-tank gameplay, they are like, I don't like this design of, oh, you know, you can't turn your barrel. So essentially, a T-30-45 rushes from behind, it could be an issue. That being said, as long as they play defensive and not overextend, they don't have to worry, because the infantry will guard and the AT guns will guard. It's not like the Allies that have to worry about making sure their front line is constantly moving up. Whereas that's what exactly they're coming into issues with. They're pushing through. I do find it funny that they have this heavy cover defensive line here, and even with that, they still have having a hard time holding down that point. But they did grab it finally. They did grab it. Anyway, the Jagdpanzer are rolling on up. The other Jagdpanzer going over to his own line. My assumption would be... Oh, I guess he doesn't even see that. I thought it was already placed, but no, he is placing the mortar carriage. So, if he's placing the mortar, I'm assuming maybe advance in placement. Though it could just be the support. Wow, nice T-30-45. That's probably something you didn't want to see with your Volk squads. I'm assuming mass Panzerfaust real quick. Oh, great, nice job. Throw some fire grenades on there. Hurry up, try to kill the Royal Engineers and try to hurt that mortar pit. Though the Panzerfaust didn't really do all that much. T-30-45. Doing enough damage. Remember, it's different than 76 because it has additional armor and also has a better gun. This gun is incredibly effective and can very easily go toe-to-toe with a Panther. Though I've said many times, the Panther can still beat a T-30-45 unless you give it an advantage, such as a marked target or infantry support. Jagdpanzer rolling up, but this is could be a risky maneuver. Could be very risky, because again, you're kind of overextending a little bit. Oh boy, that mine. Oh, I see the mine. Don't push up any further, man. The heavy mortar is right there, so it could do a little bit of damage, but probably the AT gun's going to do a bit more, in my opinion. I think just a little bit. Just a little more. Nice job, though, with the Jagdpanzer taking it out, but as you can see, it did a heck of a job at pissing off the Allies, as the full Allied force, including the British and Soviet infantry forces, along with the T-34-85 advancing. But the Sturm Pioneer, launching a Panzerschreck, managed to scare off the T-30-45, and the infantry just cannot catch up with the Jagdpanzer. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the mechanized headquarters, it looks like, so he's not going to be able to quickly heal that. Neither Jank or them really have that, and I think one of them should go that doctrine, but we'll see. Fitzy actually picking I would say, a smart doctrine. Right now, we've seen a lot of blobbing from both sides, using penals and British infantry. Having a Jagdpanzer, not Jagdpanzer, a Sturm Tiger, maybe a good idea. Maybe. I'm just saying, explosive unit could be helpful. Also, the signal relay, a very effective tool. Because if you know where the enemy armor is, you can anticipate their assaults and prepare, and that way you don't get blindsided by a giant rush. We can see here a Firefly being developed with another Jagdpanzer on the other side. Fitze is not developing, though. He's yet to bring out another armored unit, and that's why I think he's going to bring out the Sturm Tiger. Once again, just imagine a Sturm Tiger shot right there. It would be amazing. You would see parts flying, and pretty much the Allied assault will come to a halt for the time being. Verkettentwerfer, very nicely done, get in the building to cover all sides. It's the only AT gun that can be in a building, and I love it for it. Anyway, holding back the Centaur and the infantry guard capturing the point. In the meantime, the MG's also stationed there, though should probably reposition to this left-hand side. Panzer Quarters got this down, boys. You probably want the MG to face left. And this could be a major point contention if that is not covered. Though the heavy mortar now is coming in, and oh boy, that'll do a lot of damage to a building, because it's a heavy mortar. It will one-shot your infantry. It doesn't care. Wow, one more mortar and that building's going down. Infantry being killed by the British infantry, though on the flip side, double Jagdpanzer and actually a big ally or Axis assault on the left, doing a heck of a job at pushing the Allies back. Actually, if those Volk squads pushed over here, they would capture the fuel very easily. No way that penal squad can hold all those troops back. Oh boy, that unit's dead. Yep, there it goes. Hey, free rifles! Unfortunately, these guys have all, you know, STG-44, so they can't pick it up. So, that is a major, major problem. So anyway, let's look on the right. Looks like the British are preparing a assault of some type. We have a Firefly, we have a T-gun. Most likely what they're going to do is try to set that up long range, hit the Panzer headquarters, get sight on it, which I'm assuming that Royal Engineer squads might be doing. Yeah, it is. It's just subtly right out of range of it. Very smart. So the Firefly and a T-gun are opening fire, though Fitze is returning fire with everything he has. Huge infantry assault, but that being said, oh boy, it may just not be enough. That MG is suppressing. Not doing a great job, but it is trying. Oh my god. Panzer headquarters almost dead. They need to knock out that AT-gun stat. AT-gun still opening fire. They put a flare so we can see it. And unfortunately, it's not going to happen. And the AT-gun gets the kill. Unfortunately, it just didn't. The Jagdpanzers go against armor, not so much against infantry, which includes the AT-gun. Sure, you might get lucky, knock out the actual, like, AT mechanic, but not so much. Trying to look over here and see what's going on. So, at least even though they lost the right-hand side, and by lost, I mean they're going to be pushed back slightly, they still have enough forces. Oh, yes. Yes. Bring me the Jagdtiger. But on the left, Jank taking over a lot of territory, actually pushing up pretty freaking far, and it looks like both allies are like, you know what, screw it, we're going to be on the right-hand side, because I feel like that's a better move. Really, that's a better move? We shall see. If you're wondering why I'm maybe a little bit more nitpicky right now, it's because literally I just watched The Mist. It is that bad. At the end of the year, if I do a top 10 worst TV shows, it will probably make the list very easily. Because it has plot twists, oh boy, that just come out of freaking nowhere. That is, it's just bad. It's just bad. Oh boy. Anyway, and by the way, it's not The Room bad. I should probably clarify. It's not that bad. It's just, although it does have some pretty freaking great scenes of just stupidity. Anyway, speaking of which, let's see. Jank picked fortifications, and honestly, not a bad idea. If he can fortify this hill, put bunkers, pack 43s, hell, give me some artillery to just start hitting this British guy's base just to annoy him. Jank, you would instantly jump to the high tier of my respect. Or maybe not respect, of just like, bravo, man. Actually, yeah, it would be respect for just causing that much havoc on the enemy. But that being said, Rayout and Walter are not done yet. They're not done yet. Walter, nice retreat, saved the heavy mortar. Centaur coming in to back up the infantry, push back Fitze. Fitze under heavy fire, though he has a lot of really nice vetted troops. Capturing point, we have an Su-85 to assist, and actually, Su-85, even though it's cheaper than, or slightly, at least in manpower, not fuel, it has that extendo range, which I will say the extendo range. Oh no, the mine. Plus the button, everything, this thing is screwed. Oh no, he lost. Oh my god, they must all got hit by mines or something. Oh no. Oh no. There goes one Jagdpanzer. Mass Volk squad coming in to push back the Firefly, but the missile still hit. Knock out the other Jagdpanzer. Though I think it was about to become decrewed, but the Su-85 killed it. Mass Panzer Faust pushing back the Firefly, but it's too late. 2 Jagdpanzers down. The third one, oh boy, it needs to keep running. You need to keep running or bring over the Verkenwerfer. He is, and he's quick actually decapping the camouflage ability. He declicked that so he can actually move it over quickly. Panzer Headquarters opening fire. Unfortunately, this guy overextended, and the headquarters building will probably kill it, or the Verkenwerfer. I assume the Verkenwerfer. There we go. Though that's 3 Jagdpanzers down. Oh boy, because of the mines. Very nice mines, Walter. Very nice mines. And unfortunately, the Axes have just lost their edge. They did knock out T-30-45, and they are getting another Jagdpanzer out. But yet, that has to be crippling, where you lost 3 tank destroyers, and you only killed 1 enemy tank on the Allied side. Though, remember, the Allies have been getting less fuel, so that is still a decent loss, but it's not that substantial. We look at overall army composition, actually it's quite even. Walter's down, but Ray still has a decent edge, so he's doing pretty good overall. He's doing pretty good. Now, British infantry recapping that left-hand side, which should give them that resource edge that they kind of need right now to actually stay in the game. Allies doing pretty damn well, at least with points as well. They're kind of keeping it pretty damn even. And if I were them, after taking out the right-hand side, I would be feeling pretty damn good about myself. You beat all their armor. You knocked out the Panzer Headquarters. You know there's one here, and the Su-85 is currently doing what it does best. Though, remember, if I click on the Su-85, you can only see over here. Once again, holy God, nice mines. Nice mines, Walter. You know exactly where the enemy armor is going, and you're prepped and ready to go. It's either Walter or the British guy. That being said, it's not like the Jank is an idiot. I think, yeah, he's a minesweeper. He does. So he's prepared and ready to go. He's going to try to anticipate those mines, but it doesn't help if you have a minesweeper and it's all the way back behind your lines. So that's something you do have to worry about. But anyway, what do we have here? Another T-30-45. So he's prepping. Ray out, though, does have damaged armor. So, I mean, he has to get that healed up and ready to go. He's also still yet to pick a doctrine. If I had to pick something to probably be most effective, once again, it'll be the Royal Artillery Regiment. The land mattress, I don't think would be all that effective. Don't worry. The mattress in itself is an effective unit. But remember, its missiles are meant for infantry, and while they use light infantry forces, I don't think it would be all that well protected. This is a very long, elongated map. I think of maps like, I don't know, steps or something, where you can kind of have you could be right next to a large enemy force and fire the mattress and destroy them, because it is a closer range unit as well. Oh no, they have all these guys all grouped up. You have to really worry about that. Again, Fitze kind of real low on manpower. Also, Jagdtiger. Dude, emergency repairs. Do the emergency repairs so you can get that thing back up and running very quickly. I don't know why you're not doing that. You have more than enough manpower, munitions to do that. Jagdpanzer's coming over to assist. Quickly getting armor to just try to hold back the tide. Although, Jagdtiger could prove its worth right here. Come on. Come on, Jagdtiger. Do what you do best. Hit the blob. Oh, beautiful. As stated, it's currently raining parts. T-34-85 is down from the double Jagdpanzer. And the Jagdtiger, even with a broken engine, still managed to kill a lot of troops. I like how they're also alive from that. It's like, no guys, we're still in one piece. Well, mostly. And, yeah, we're just going to crawl away. This would be the time where I would reload and I'd activate emergency repairs. Anyway, penal troops from that, kind of low on manpower right now for front line. Go figure. Just go figure. Ray out, though, still has more than enough manpower to get more men. And it looks like he went for Comet. So if he went Comet, I would actually change what I would pick. I would probably do vehicle crew repairs so you can get them get armor back up. So yeah, I probably would go mobile assault regiment. But again, that's you went Comet. If you would have picked the hammer, I would have picked the other one. I'm sorry, the anvil, not hammer. If you would not have picked hammer. Anyway, Mass charge. Once again, very nice job with all the veterancy on these guys, keeping them alive and whatnot. British have been... Wow, okay, there goes another unit. Yeah, they've been inflicted some heavy casualties, but you've been able to keep your stuff alive for quite some time. It's a very nice job on that end. Moving forward, shall we? We have, looks like we still have a lot of mines everywhere, so... Yeah, the Soviets still using all that munitions to their advantage. Jank, I'm going to critique you and say you have 800 munitions. Why aren't you using them? I get that you could have zeroing artillery, and you could be saving up for using that. But, again, I would be placing mines. I would maybe place a couple bunkers because you have more than enough manpower. Just bunker here. I would, again, be that guy. It would be annoying as hell, but I would still do something with it. Fitzy, I can't say you're not, because you've been definitely using it a little bit more, but still, it's just, I don't know. I would be using signal relay to anticipate their armor movement, stuff like that, kind of figure stuff out. Anyway, we have that Comet now on the field, and the Comet's a good frontline battle tank. It's good against all targets. It's not as, it can't soak as much damage as a Churchill, but for a mobile frontline battle tank, it'll do the job for you. It'll do what you need to do. But anyway, moving on, shall we? So the Comet opening fire over here, getting a nice shot on some Volk squads. I love how we got two different squad members from two different squads. That's kind of funny in my opinion. Anyway, Volk squad's pushing up. Looks like they have some heavy cover here. Love how this is, by the way, like, this is its own piece of territory. It doesn't extend back here. But whatever, it's a star. That's all you need is just capture the star. So, the Soviet and British are kind of working hand in hand. Like, they're all kind of in one mass, where the Fitze is on the right and Jenks on the left, and they're kind of doing their own thing. It's so far working, but I do like the teamwork on the Allied side. If both of them can kind of push and hit one side very effectively, they can break either side, and we'll see what happens. We actually do have an artillery piece, and please, just hit this guy's base. Just be that guy. But I'm assuming you're hitting something else. What are you hitting? Oh, you're hitting all this. Okay, not bad idea. We have a massive Allied charge on the left-hand side. Looks like we have a lot of penal troops and penals and guards moving up with a centaur to push back the infantry. Actually, once again, I have to give credit to this guy for keeping their stuff alive for so long. Because a lot of times we'll see it just dead. 2-star centaur. Not bad. 21 kills, nothing to sneeze at. Storm Tiger just hanging out in the back. Panther took some hits from the Su-85 and Firefly and whatnot, but again, managed to get back for some repairs. Do you have the mechanized building out? Okay, once again, mechanized building. Could be useful. Could be useful. Signal relay was activated so they know where the enemy armor is located. And we have our artillery, which is what I recommended. The concentration barrage won't be as effective without that airburst shells, but you could still get, let's say, a Valentine or Sexton, and the Sexton will easily be able to counteract a lot of the artillery from the fortifications doctrine. The problem would be this, the signal relay. You can't really anticipate that. Nice job dodging the Storm Tiger shot. So, nice. Oh, by the way, I will be doing a update video on the December update when that releases and my thoughts on that. I do want to point that out. It still won't come out till December, so I still have some time. But I kind of want to think about the update and what my thoughts on it. But I also want to see it implemented before I release it, because everything sounds good in theory, but I want to see it actually in play. Like, Batman vs. Superman in theory is a good film. In practice, it wasn't. Nice missile shots, by the way. By the way, crossing my fingers for Justice League. Oh, God. $300 million that film cost. Oh, my God. The mortar decrewed it. That's why you get a heavy mortars, boys. Oh, my God. It's just tearing them apart. Oh, not only do you lose that, but if the Allies can recrew that tank. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Come on. Oh, the artillery knocked out the mortar emplacement. You know he's rushing up these raw engineers like, hurry, boys, hurry. this Centaur, this Comet is guarding it. He's setting up these penal troops. My assumption would be to quickly do a Panzer Strike shot. But dude, MG guarding it. Rail engineers, heal. Don't recruit it because remember, look at the engine. It has a damaged engine. Just, okay. Oh, roll, baby, roll. God, wouldn't that be an awesome thumbnail? You look at that and you're like, what's wrong with this picture? Can you see what's wrong with this picture, maybe? Anyway. Yeah, that's a huge win for the Allies. And actually, nice job placing some mines to hold back. Jagdpanzers on standby. Using signal relay so he knows, possibly, that they have taken it, judging by the slow movement and everything. I'm going to make the assumption they know. But, unfortunately, the Firefly, along with the Su-85 on standby, should hold them back far long enough for this thing to retreat. So, nice job on the defensive play for the British. Also, that MG, 3 stars. It's going to shred your infantry, man. Also, you equip that with the Brenz. Oh, boy. Artillery coming in. Jagdpanzer trying to find that Panther and get in range, but the Su-85 and the, pretty much all the armor is just holding them back. Nice shot, by the way, knocking out the engine. Fold this thing back before artillery comes down. Oh! Nice hit! Oh, that's gotta suck. Have artillery coming from the base to kill it. Nice shot, though, with the Jagdtiger, killing a 3-star MG. But that being said, you did lose a Panther and now a Jagdpanzer. So, yeah, that's going to be kind of critical for the Axis. Axis, though, once again, holding that point. I think we actually have some... No, we don't. I thought he put a bunker down, but I guess not. He still has the artillery. Is Vet 1, so not bad. Centaur pulling back. But right now, the Allies have a ton of armor. Also, nice Valentine tank. Again, I'll do a fog of war to get you an idea of what it does. But as you can currently see in front, on the, hold on. Come on. I'm assuming, there we go. You can see the infrared pop up on there, it being detected. So it can kind of detect enemy forces outside the area. Su-85 trying to just use its extended scope to just survey the battlefield. Nice tactic. Again, on the Axis side, they're like, wait, what the heck is hitting me? Oh, that thing out of the in the darkness. Walter's like, all right, he just wants to stay there. Sure. Move up, fire a shot, retreat. Move up, fire a shot, retreat. I love it. Just like, quickly move the tank, dodge the shot. Yeah, of course. We got this. Now this thing is damaged. I would also try to hit the Jagdpanzer. We do have another Panther being made, and Ray currently has that Panther being healed. Infantry squad's moving up, but even if they do see this Panther, it's not going to help. I also love how the Panther has the MG up top, which is even better. The fact that there is a British infantry squad in there with a goddamn MG-42 opening fire. Fun fact, actually, during the Battle of the Bulge, there was a lot of Allied armor used against the Allies. So there was they just had painted and what is it called, German logos and designs, so the Germans would be like, don't hit these Shermans, they're ours. But on the flip side, the Allies actually did have some stolen, I believe they had stolen enemy armor as well that they used. Because fun fact, the Germans ran out of fuel. So it's actually in what's the map's name? L'Église. No. Yes, L'Église, I think. Where it mentions like they lost in L'Église because they literally left their armor there. They ran out of fuel because they're one of the German key objectives of that map was to capture fuel depots. But the Allies were like, well, fuck it, we don't want it to get to the German hands. So they literally, as they saw the Germans approaching, they're like, they exploded their fuel things. So the Germans saw that and they're like, okay, that's a blaze. Well, you know what? I really want to go back to Germany right now. So screw the tank, just run. Just get out of the tank. We're gonna get as far back as possible because this thing is at fuel. So anyway, nice job with Valentine actually having something to counteract the signal relay. Jank though still has a full army, so he's can definitely still go toe-to-toe with armor anyway. Jagdpanzers on standby on the wrong side of the map. right now. This thing is reloading. 26 seconds. Satchel going out. Missing the target. Oh boy, this thing is still reloading. It's another like 15 seconds. Though, T-30-45, busy, or they were. Oh boy, reloading. Will be able to reload. Oh, nope, not in time. If you don't know if it, while it's reloading, it can very easily be overwhelmed and decrewed. Panther using the special shots, which are extra armor piercing. But that being said, there's so many tank destroyers knocked it out. They did lose in T-30-45, but the Panther's definitely more expensive. Oh my god, he's going to try to recruit it. Jagdpanzer's turning. Also supported by the Panzer headquarters. Not bad. I love the Panther coming in. They're like, god damn it. That being, what was it? GTA brought this up. I think the only, though, captured Tiger tank from the Germans was actually captured in Africa. I want to say, I very easily could be wrong in that assumption, but I think it was captured in Africa, and that's the only one that existed. It was the one in Fury. That's the one they had. They have artillery coming in, most likely trying to kill that Storm Tiger. But the problem with that is it still has a lot of health, so it should be fine. I also think it should be able to fight. Nope, it still needs reload. They interrupted its reload procedure. Okay. Oh right, they patched it. Because originally I think it was decrewed, you reman it, and you had the shot. Wow, Ray out, ton of manpower and fuel, so he's ready to go. So he has so much stuff, he can't even produce any more troops. The Jagdpanzers are trying to help, but the infantry giving it sight, it's not going well. That also Firefly's vet too. So whoosh. Artillery opening fire, where exactly? Oh, on the British fort emplacement, or fort assembly. Not fort emplacement. Nice job. So anyway, Volk squads, both Vet 4 and Vet 5, capturing, and Vet 1, you know, he'll get there, capturing that right-hand territory. Once again, I find it really interesting that the Allies are so busy on the left-hand side. I get it. They're like, okay, we can capture both points. Would be interesting if for Jank to do, and I'm just pointing this out, to mine up this right-hand side, because he has more than enough munitions. He's barely using any munitions. Also, you had Zeering artillery. That would have been really helpful right over here during that massive assault. So I will say, Jank, you're not using your munitions properly. You're really not. Your armor's not bad. Your infantry is great. But yeah, you could use your munitions a lot better. Also, again, think of how many bunkers you could place. Like a huge, just fortify that area. And the reason I say that is then, once this area is fully fortified, you go attack this base. And you can say, great, well, Greyshot, you're opening him up to being attacked. Well, no, if you put so many bunker shit here, his infantry won't be able to engage, and then you put the Jagdpanzer on standby, they'll pick off the armor that's trying to go in for the bunkers. The bunkers will provide also sight. So, once again, a possibility you could do if you wanted to. We'll see if you do it in the near future. Jagdpanzer is still over there. We still have the Storm Tiger now back up and up to full health, though again, you still unfortunately lost all of its veterancy, so it's still kind of But positive thing for the Allies, they currently have, I don't know, both victory points. So very easily they could do a lot of damage very quickly. So we'll see what happens. Hoping for the best, but again, we'll see if we can get another nice shot. If we get a nice shot on a lot of that armor, it would be very helpful. If it would kill the Panther, that would be incredible. Although it might be lining up the shot now. Nope. Although, as you can see, they can detect all this armor, so the Allies know where the armor is, and probably the Axis know because of signal relay, which I'm assuming, you could use where the Allied armor is. Nice job with the Jagdpanzers, try to move them up, try to counteract the armor. I love this. Vickers like, yes, I'll fight off the Jagdpanzers. holding them back just ever so slightly. Couple nice shots, not bad. The Jagdpanzers though managed to escape. I was waiting for like a good shot. Flare going out, most likely from the British, I assume. Oh no, I'm sorry, not the British. What am I saying? Oh wait. Oh no, they could do early warning. I'm sorry, that's not the British. I'm an idiot. For those who don't know, I'm gonna switch over here. It's not the British who keeps doing that. It's the goddamn mortars that can fire flares. Storm Tiger getting some veterancy, but not the right way. Just through the, oh, I'm going to get shot a bunch of times away. Massive flank, though, from the Volk squads. Again, using his advantage. There's nothing over here. You could easily flank from the side. Nice job crippling that offensive. Panzer fausting all the armor, so he can't push up. Speaking of, unfortunately, though, the Jagdpanzer did die from the Panther. So, go Panther. That is once again kind of terrifying, the fact that the Allies have not lost that thing yet, and it'll slowly get vetted up. Not as highly as these guys, but unfortunately their armor is so far not being able to survive for too long. Nice artillery though, 19 kills. It is hitting this general area, so it is kind of helping stop their assault by just kind of cutting them off. They are healing though, a lot of their armor. They should probably have them up soon, though Fitzy probably knows about it. And the nice thing about the signal relays, because they're both OKW, they should both be able to see it on the mini-map where all the enemy armor is. So they can anticipate their movements and prepare for, well, they both can prepare for a large engagement. Once again, Jank, you're 1,800 manpower. Do you know how many bunkers you could make? Do you know how fortified you could literally make half the map right now? Just saying. It would be awesome. Speaking of which... oh boy, putting a trench there. I'm assuming you're just trying to fortify, get inside the trench. There we go. Hold off the enemy infantry. I also want to give credit where credit's due. Fitzy currently has 5-star Obosodan. Holy mackerel. That is insane. Though Zinger Artillery is now in the map, and he's bringing AT guns. So Zinger Artillery is very effective at holding back any infantry armor, anything in that zeroing, or in that area, which should allow the Germans to capture that point. Very nice, by the way, that Zank finally used it. Remember, that's his first probably time he's used that thing in the entire game. AT gun holding back the Jagdpanzer. Jagdpanzer going on the flank, but once again, it's the Jagdpanzer. It's Tank Destroyer. In this game, it does nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. Last random tangent, but I am so happy. I randomly, Ruse, great RTS game made by Eugen Systems, guys who eventually made the Wargaming franchise, and then I want to say Ruse still has an active player base. It came out years ago, but it still has a large active player base online. I was so happy to say that. I know it's you can't buy it on Steam anymore. It's the one game I would say you actually should go to G2A, even though I don't recommend G2A at all, just to pick up, because you can't pick up on Steam. I hate that. I truly do. But it's a good game. Good RTS game. Has a larger player base than, oh boy, a lot of other games anyway. I think more than, oh god, Battleborn and, well, unfortunately, Lawbreakers. I feel so bad. The game, but unfortunately, it's just if you make your game difficult to understand, you're not going to get a huge audience. Which is why I think COH2 is actually. Speaking of COH2, we'll bring it back. Why COH2 is done really well. It's a easy game to play but definitely has a large learning curve to it. Not a large learning curve. Sorry. It's easy to play, but it has a large skill gap where you know a good player from a bad player, and all these guys here are pretty good. They're not great. I would say that Zank not using his munitions much is kind of annoying. But overall, like, you can definitely tell these guys are pretty damn good by the micro on each side. The fact that, again, each side is keeping a lot of their armor units alive. And, okay, more so on the Axis for infantry, but still, a lot of their units are being kept alive. Judging by the 5-star units. Big armor push, though, going on. Infantry trying to hold them back. The Jagdpanzer hitting the flank, though the AT gun's hitting that. White Phosphorus going down to hurt the infantry, again, from the Comet. Nice idea, weaken the infantry down so the Comet can possibly one-shot them. We'll see if that works, or just infantry to hold them back. But unfortunately, again, they're 5-star troops. Your Royal Engineer squad is not going to win. The nice mortar almost killed him. Almost. Trying to see what they're playing here. Both squads trying to hold them back in mid, try to capture that territory. A lot of guards troops coming up, trying to hold them back. Jagdpanzers are coming in to help against the Centaur, but Centaur is devouring all those poor Volk squads. Zero artillery, though, coming in mid to help out. I guess you finally realize, oh, I have this ability. Yes, I'm going to make fun of him. Nice shot on the Su-85 from the Jagdpanzer over here, I think. Nice deflection on the Comet. The Jagdpanzer pretty good against all medium armor, though it has difficulty with some heavy armored units on penetrating. Right now, it's a pretty damn close game. Both sides taking some casualties, but overall, Allies not doing too bad, though. Like Walter definitely taking the brunt of the casualties, more so than Ray. Big armor push. Panther opening fire on the almost Soldaten, trying to pick him off. Capturing the command points. Nice white phosphorus, by the way, hurting the infantry. Oh boy, that's gonna be brutal. Oh, nice grenade. Oh, there goes a really valuable Soldaten unit. And yeah, he lost quite a bit. Oh boy, each side is taking so many hits. At this point, they're both like, we don't care. We're gonna throw everything we have. Missiles. First one misses, second one hits target. Panther's still fighting it out. I love how these Jagdpanzers are having a hard time hitting that armor. Why you turn around, I don't know, but nice. Oh my god, beautiful hit. Killing, finally that Comet's dead. Firefly, though, Vet 3 coming around the side, trying to kill the Sturm. Should be able to do it with 2 more hits, but unfortunately, it doesn't want to risk, that constant engagement. Oh, a nice job. Try to direct fire that, knock it out. How many kills does that thing have? Just 2? Okay, not bad. Allies, though, still have all the command points, though they've taken some heavy losses, but so have the Germans. The Germans have taken incredible losses, and both Jank and Rayout, which, by the way, it's hilarious how the 2 guys with the biggest armies have the most manpower, but the guys who have literally lost everything are like, oh shit, hey, we're about to run out of men here. We're kind of fucked. Can you help us out maybe a little bit? That would be great. But anyway, conscripts now, because why not, are there. At this point, I would honestly just get the penals or guards. Like, they'll last so much longer. Yeah, just retreat the conscripts, man. I mean, I guess you could use them to reman, like, the support equipment, but I don't know. Once again, I love how Jank's just been chilling over here. He's not fortified. If they attack over here, they could probably gain some ground. To be quite honest, like, because right now there's been so many battles on this front that the Axis know it's coming, and they're playing their defenses. But on the right, there's nothing over here. You can literally, yeah, there we go. He could send 1 unit to go capture this territory, and they would, what, 1 MG? Just 1? You have to worry about send 1 armored unit, and you could easily fight that. Yeah, just 1 armor unit real quickly to hit that, and before the AT gun can do a lot of damage. Raketenwerfers are good, but but again, they are the weakest, or the second weakest AT gun in the game, next to the M20 from the Soviet side. That thing is terrible. We got. Why would you get a T-34-76? It's like, hey guys, we have the 85. But instead, I just want to screw you over, and I'm actually going to switch it out with the 76, just to fuck with you. And the commander got it, and he's like, this is exactly what I want. And the guy's like, yes, I did this on purpose. It's like, no, you don't get a weaker unit, because that thing cannot hold up to a Jagdpanzer at all. Comet, another one deployed, trying to take out those Sturm Pioneers. Right now, the Allies have a 53-point lead. So not too bad over the Axis. Axis need to think over some strategies and be like, okay, what do? We need to counteract these guys, like, now. Soldaten, again, you still have the Vet 5 guys. 41 kills. Pretty damn tough. They're trying to focus fire on, knock it out. Nice job with suppressing it, but it lasted Probably will be able to get out. Jagdpanzer, another one. Okay, I'm being honest now. Maybe the Jagdpanzer's not a good idea. Maybe, just maybe, go with something else. I get what you're trying to do, but I don't think they're working. I think they see you, which is... The Jagdpanzers are good for also ambushing, which is their other big draw. But if they see you with the Valentine tank, you're not really able to do that. A lot of Panzerfaust going out, hitting the Comet. Panther going in, trying to help out. Taking the shot off the Jagdpanzer. And looks like he might be able to survive. Zero artillery hitting all these guys over here. Centaur and stuff just out of range, so they should be fine. Axis using this opportunity to push on the right. Oh, look! One T-34-76 knocked out the MG, and they captured the right-hand side. Who called it? I wonder. Anyway, artillery car. Wow, man, Vet 3, almost Vet 4. 30 kills. Do you have any vehicle? Yes, you do. Got one vehicle. Anyway, coming down this region. Oh, no. Oh, there goes the Panther. Jagdtiger wasn't even able to hit it. That's kind of sad in my book. But that Panther was seriously something that really helped them out. I love the fact that the Jagdpanzers are like, fuck it, we're going to hit the MG. Screw the armored unit that's been annoying us and currently has 49 kills. Screw it, it's not important. That MG is what's important, even though we can't really do anything to hurt it. They fired, what, 10 shots so far? And they've yet to inflict any damage on it. Great job. Also, it doesn't help you're firing up a freaking hill. But that's just me. Anyway, luckily, Jank, you still have all the good infantry, so that's helping you out. That's really helping you out. Wow, nice Jagdtiger hit. Managed to get one kill? Maybe? Anyway, nice shot hitting the Jagdpanzers, pushing them back. Oh, that mortar. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's a 5-star unit. No. Ah, so close. They focused that. They're like, we have to kill it. It managed to survive. So close. Wait, are they really capturing it? I didn't know you could do that. That's so bullshit, but that's so incredible. He's capturing the point inside the trench. I guess that would be okay. I've never seen that. I've never seen someone put a trench on there because usually they don't want to, but that's pretty smart. But now this guy's like, okay, maybe I should start pushing on the right. He has a lot of Volk squads, but they're not great against armor. Yeah, yes, mass Panzerfaust. Yes, it can be very. You can kill armor, but you need like 5 or 6 Panzerfausts to kill this thing, if not more. And they should be fine. Anyway, Comet and Firefly holding its own. Jagdtiger coming back. They're healing these guys. Once again, no mechanized buildings. So, you figure they would want to automatic repair all their vehicles instead of using Sturm. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. It's nice you have Sturm Pioneers for that. I mean, it's good that you're using them for that. But, yeah. I also like how you're not going to be able to capture mid. As long as those infantry units are there, you can't cap it. That's annoying. That sucks, but it's a good move. And right now, that's forcing the Axis on a full frontal charge because they need to capture that territory at all costs. And if they put another trench over here, oh boy. That's white phosphorus though. That's going to hurt the infantry slowly but surely. Or wait, is it white phosphorus? Or did you deploy the... Oh boy, that was a nice light gammon bomb. You get those, by the way. Oh wow. Okay. Almost killed it. Anyway, you get those with the hammer. Oh boy, what died on the right? Was it the... Oh, there goes the 3-star Centaur. I knew thee well. I knew thee well. You had like 50 kills. You were doing so damn well. Axis on the ropes. I don't think they're gonna come back. Yeah, I mean, 60-60. I guess they have a slightly larger army, but Rayot has so many more resources. I'm actually surprised he's isn't deploying a tank right now. Like, seriously, you want to deploy a Comet? Or, I don't know, something? Anything? Dude, you have, like... You have more than enough room for a new vehicle. I would get one if I were you. because there's 30 points remaining. Walter just grabbing whatever he can. Fitzay's just low on everything. Manpower, fuel, good on munitions, but again, it's hard to spend munitions with this doctrine. Unless you're doing other more proactive means of just using it. Jank would, again, during artillery, 300 munitions, you figured that would go, but no, we still have 700. Oh, damn. They threw a smoke, I'm assuming, to cover, which is kind of working, but I think it'll also kind of lower the health of that guy. We'll see. MG trying to hold him back, but it is a maximum. It's not the... It has a very low suppression rate. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. Anyway, Jagdpanzers coming up to help, but remember, tank destroyers, so they're not going to do all that much. Nice 5-star artillery, though. Again, you get some nice abilities with that. Some really nice abilities. Oh boy, Jagdpanzers getting a double hit. Nice shot, by the way, with the Firefly. Jagdpanzers unable to get the final blow, though. Managed to retreat it. Finally, you get another vehicle. Oh boy, I know what the Storm Tiger's hitting. Or maybe not. Actually, if they fired it, it probably would have hit these guys. So, alright, so nice job with the Axis. Managed to recapture mid and the left-hand point. Zero artillery's going down, so actually I would not go in to capture that territory. Nice job with the Sturm. Knocked out the Valentine tank. Though he has more than enough once again manpower to easily just pop out a new one like nothing happened. Remember, guys, zeroing artillery. You don't want to be there with zeroing artillery. You want to leave. I like how he's just going back and forth. Like the artillery won't follow suit and kill him. Dude, in zeroing artillery, you want to leave. It will continue to hit you as long as you... I know you're trying to capture. There it goes. That was a real stupid move on his part. We have a T-34-76. Once again, I don't know why I got it. It's weird. Anyway, it is Vet 1, so he can use the decap ability. But with his Forgetting Warfare here, he needs to kill that first before he caps it. Dude, it's not moving. You want to move up and you want to flank it. You don't want to fire straight down the barrel at it on an angle where you can't really deflect it. So both Jank and Rayout still have a ton of manpower and fuel, respectively, so they can easily keep going. Whereas Fitzage has a slight lead over Walter, so I'll give it that. Heavy mortar coming down. Oh boy, so close to getting a kill on Noble Sedan, so very close. Comet moving up, getting some nice shots on. Jagdpanzers, though, in full force. They now have 3 again. Oh, no. I didn't even see the points. Allies are really far down. They need to capture territory now, which is why I guess they were pushing so hard. Oh, trying to capture the point. Moving into Maxim, trying to hold. And playback's over. Wow. That was a hell of a nail biter. I was, well, okay, still 5-star squad. Actually, I'm very curious, Jank. I'm assuming your Volk squad's your MVP? No, Jagdpanzers, 41,000 damage. Not bad. Fitzay, what's yours? Jagdpanzers, 14, not as much. Sherman, Firefly, 20, and you got 9 with that. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, Jank got easily more damage and barely more kills. More losses, Fitzay. Yeah, but that being said, remember, Fitzay was taking a full brunt of it. Jank was just hanging on his side like, the allies aren't coming over here. Seems pretty calm on my end. I don't know. I think you're over-exaggerating how bad things are. Anyway, on the allied side, Rayout got most damage. Makes sense. Is Firefly and whatnot do really well. And goddamn Soviets took so many casualties. Holy God. Those Volk squads also done. At least I know where they got the kills from. But yeah, that's GG. What do I think? Okay, so overall, great armor play from Rayout. I think he did awesome. And Walter Nicky did pretty good overall, just his overall force. I think he became a little bit, like, he used to have a good penal and guard force, and that was really helping. They kind of just ignored that. Maybe because of manpower restrictions, but still, would have probably helped. Didn't really see a lot of marked target. Could have used that more, just saying. Also, vehicle crew repair could have used. Also, you kind of messed up with your vehicles going T-34-76 and not keeping the 85s. Fitzjay. He had really good infantry. Unfortunately, they did succumb to the heavy mortars, but very nice. Unfortunately, your Panther did get taken. At least I think, yeah, it was yours. Jank overall had awesome armor gameplay. They did lose, again, both a lot of Jagdpanzers. Let's double check. Yeah, he lost 5, and he lost, yeah, so 7 Jagdpanzers were lost during the, I'm sorry, no, 11? 11? I want to say 11. No, 10. 5 and 5? 5 and 5. Okay, so 10. I can do math. 10. 10 were lost during the course of that game. This became the tomb of the Jagdpanzers, literally, or like the graveyard. Jesus Christ, it was like so many of them died. But compare that to the Allies, and the Allies didn't lose as many. He lost bits here and there, but overall, he kept quite a lot of them alive for a large portion of the game. So you can just tell for unit preservation. And Jank, again, better infantry than armor. His armor eventually did really well. But I would say actually one of the best units he had was artillery, just helping to break up a lot of the stuff here. 47 kills, nothing to sneeze at all. But yeah, I think a big issue was this right-hand side. I feel like Jank didn't fortify it, and the British and the Soviet didn't really attack it. So it was just there. I feel like if they would have put more pressure on it, they probably would have done better at taking over the territory and probably would have given a slight edge enough for the Allies to win. But that's my opinion. What do you guys think? Leave it down below. This has been Greyshot17. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Before this video ends, I want to once again give a shout out to special Patreon supporters Ace, Sean, Carter, Leo, Tim, and Nick. Thank you guys so much for your awesome support. You guys can support me as well by hitting that like and subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time.